Welcome to the 2017 Porsche Turbo S. And today we're going to review it. I mean, what's the horsepower on this guy?
580 horsepower.
Tons.
Yep.
And this guy's known for his launch control, which we also will be doing today.
Yes.
So please subscribe, all those things. Enjoy the video. I know you guys will because we enjoyed making it. And
fun.
Enjoy this lovely beast.
Yep, let's do it.
That is a significant difference.
Like the other Turbo S.
So 580, right? Horsepower, you said?
580 of them.
Woo! So 2017, so this is a .2. Basically last of the run type stuff before the 992s were basically getting ready to come online, like this whole, 17, 18 Turbo S type stuff.
She's in GT silver.
Yeah. How do you feel about the two-tone interior with the deviated stitch?
The black with Luxor beige.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You read the spec sheet.
I did. I think I like it because I think if it was all black, it'd kind of be boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
These have some crazy like 0 to 60 numbers. Like, I think they're like 2.5 or something like that. If I remember correctly, 2.7, something like that. You know,
they're in the twos.
Tell me in the comments. I think it's 2.7 maybe, but obviously didn't look that up. 0 to 60 doesn't really matter because this car blows by 60 so fast.
It does.
I mean, yeah, you could launch the thing when drag racing, and people have been running, tuned up ones, running crazy numbers like 8-9 second quarter miles, but that's not what this car's about. I mean, it is lightning fast, but this is not a drag race mobile. This is the
executive class.
Yeah, executive, basically Hammer of Thor.
Exactly.
It does everything so well. It goes fast really well. It turns really well. It's a really great place to be inside. It's all of those things. You know, one thing I did notice so far just being in this, and the 992 seat air conditioner I think is a little bit better than this one, than the 991s.
Yep.
So hey, direct comparison, upgrade on 992 seat air conditioner. So hey, that crap matters, bro.
And something we noticed noticed immediately was this interior didn't feel old until you're in a 992.
Yeah.
And then you're kind of like, oh, okay. You can see why they needed to make changes.
Exactly. And not that this is a bad place to be. Like, it's still nice. But the tech, full disclosure, after being in a 992, there is zero comparison. Not that I'm a big tech person. You guys should know that I don't care anything about tech, but just the visual tech, because not even usage of tech. I'm just saying, like, to see it.
They cleaned up a lot of the buttons.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff is cleaned up. Again, not that this is a bad place to be, but you definitely feel like in the 992, it has leaps and bounds moved into the future in the cab.
Yep.
But I do like this kind of retro feel, kind of, I guess.
It's not bad.
Steering feels heavy, but not in a bad way. Yeah. Heavy in a good way. Heavy, responsive.
Yeah, this is a big car, weight-wise.
Yeah, she heavy, for real. I want to say, like, high 3s.
Yeah, and as the inlets, the turbo inlets are painted, which is, I haven't really seen that too often.
Yeah, and this has the aero pack too, the Turbo S aero pack. So it has, like, the wing is a little tilted up. You'll see on the Beauties.
Yeah, if you've seen the exclusive series, it's got that too.
Exactly.
It's a similar thing. It's more pronounced because it's
got
in
like the
that
turtle
carbon
shell
fiber
in the middle, like ridges. It looks good. This is a great looking car. And the price point that this is at, you know, this car is for sale right now at Suncoast, and they are the ones who provided this car to us, and we're grateful for them for providing this car for us to test drive. Only 32,000 miles. They want 137 for this car. It's a lot of car for the money, considering this car was over 200, probably brand new 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So getting a lot of car for the money there. 580 horsepower worth.
That's so much.
And we've heard these with straight pipes and tunes.
Yep,
they are nasty. Nasty. And it doesn't take a whole lot to do that. So if you bought this car, put a $1,000 tune on it, $1,300 tune, put $3,000 exhaust on it, game over. Shutting them down.
Yeah, you're already shutting them down.
And the car is 3 years old, and you're going to be running heads up with, like, ridiculously fast cars.
This PDK is very mechanical.
It is.
Like
I like it.
That gear down was
violent, right?
Yeah.
It's a great place to be. Yeah, this PDK does feel a lot more mechanical than in the 992, but not in a bad way.
No,
just in a different way.
It's a different feel.
Yeah, so there goes again. Everybody thinks that, you know, everything's the same, even along the PDK. It's just, it might be the same transmission, it might be the same guts, but the way it's tuned.
Yeah.
Now remember, we are driving in Sport Plus, so it's on the super juiced up everything. The nice part about this too, even though being a 17, it has front axle lift, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And this car has front and rear aero, active aero on it. So
those things you saw in the commercials. So.
Yeah. I just love the back burbles these things make. Did that again.
Yeah.
Actually, it was better that I did that last time because it beat the light, remember?
Yeah, you did.
And then we didn't have to do all this. I'm actually going to do that again.
So I saw you, felt you feather that a little bit out there.
Yeah.
I don't know that this one has the
fantastic brakes.
Yeah, wow.
Those are those big carbon ceramics on here. Definitely feel that front wheel drive on this now after driving the C2 or the C2.
Yeah.
I know my car's 80/20, but I don't. Motherfucker! I got caught at this shit. I passed this to.
Last time must have been just a good lane last time.
Because I didn't want to be like with all of these cars.
You gotta get it.
Now I know they're totally different cars, but I want to get your perspective on this. After being in the 992, now we haven't driven the 992 Turbo S yet. They are starting to come out. So it's not fair to compare them directly because they're different models, but just as actually generation goes, how do you feel about the 991 now? Do you not like it? Do you feel it's outdated? Do you feel...
I feel like the interior feels a little dated to me. Weirdly enough, as bigger as the car looks, I guess to your eye for the 992, the cabin now feels a lot more intimate.
Yeah.
Now that we went directly from one generation to the other. I would assume that it's going to be this new 992 Turbo S is going to be phenomenal. Like, leaps.
Well, yeah, 650 horsepower.
Well, I mean, if the Carrera is that good.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying power number wise, it's 650.
Yeah.
This is 580. Now I know it's just turning up the boost, but this is a lot of value though for what you're getting. You're getting last gen's car. However, that doesn't mean you're getting any less a car, I should say. You're just getting a different car.
And every time this vent's going off, I keep smelling this leather. That's
I wish we had smell-o-vision, because I'll tell you what, it smells like you're in like a cowboy boot store or something in here, because it smells amazing. Like, if you like the way a leather smells, like, you can't get enough of it in this.
I never thought about cowboy boots.
What air freshener you have, cowboy boot?
If you're not trying to wear them and drive.
Yeah. I really like this. I mean, I love this steering wheel. You know, obviously this is the 918 wheel. This is what got adopted into all these cars. I think this is such a great wheel. I just love the design of it. And it's a smaller wheel, but it's thick, it's robust. It just feels right.
It's a different leather too.
Yeah. It feels like it's a motorsport wheel. It feels right. Forgive the traffic because we're unable to get on it.
Yeah, it is summer.
Yeah, it's a bummer. It's 11:30 South Florida right now, and apparently everybody's out and about because no one works.
Lunchtime.
Yeah, lunchtime down here lasts from like 10 a.m. to like 2 p.m. It feels like.
And dinner starts at 4.
Yeah. Monster intake noise, doesn't it? You hear that?
Yeah.
That sounds so strange, man. That can you guys hear that sucking? I hope you guys can. It sounds, man, don't let your kids around this thing. Freaking get sucked into that, imagine it like a fighter jet, you know, like the old fighter jets used to have that like conical like underneath it, where if you worked on a runway, you had to be careful, otherwise you get sucked into that thing. That's pretty much what this is like. I almost feel like you hear that.
The same shape. That went from no seat to the back of the seat. How do you feel having like the old gauge cluster, manual gauges?
I like it. I'm a vintage car guy anyway, so you know I'm always gonna like have bias towards this kind of stuff. Never noticed it as much until now. Now I'm honing in on it. Now I hear it all the time.
We have the sunroof cracked open.
Yeah, it's true.
So you're getting a little bit of the outside noise.
They did bring in even like, and you notice like this has the higher howl, but not like the newer 992s.
Yeah, it's a different design, and that's
like that intake manifold is a little different there. I mean, it's a 911 Turbo S. How could you not like it, right? Like, what is there not to like about this car? This was the pinnacle of the turbo line just a few years ago.
Yep, not too long ago. How do you feel about the seat? Because I mean, they did change the seat dynamics of it, the design.
Yeah.
Do you like these style seats better?
I don't mind them. I mean, I don't know if I like them better. It's almost kind of a thing I don't think about.
I was getting it.
I mean, they're comfortable. Let's put it that way. I do notice the biggest thing I noticed is their air conditioned seat thing.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like the other one blows harder than this at level 3.
I think it's a different thing, yeah.
And I know it's simple stuff, but I mean, that's what we're here to do, to tell you these things.
Whole different system. I think the seats on the newer ones are less like the old style 911s and more kind of carved out.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's more surface area for that stuff to...
Yeah. Imagine this thing on launch control is going to be fun.
I imagine we're going to find out. So.
Oh, we're going to find out, all right. It's going to be like, everybody set your head back. Ready, nausea, go.
I should get a Hans device and a helmet.
Yeah, you should.
Start doing this and just start putting it on and be good. Boys know what time it is.
How do you like the aesthetics of this, the exterior wise? Like, do you like the way this looks?
Oh, it's kind of a little boring. I don't know, silver.
Yeah.
GT silver is a good color.
But it's kind of like the under the radar spec too, right?
It is. I mean, you got center lock wheels.
Yeah.
That's under the radar.
I think you definitely hide in public with this car, even though it being, you know, if you're one of those people who doesn't want to show off color and a show off spec, and
I think the polar silvers ruined also other silver colors for me.
Yeah.
After seeing that other one.
Yeah, that's such a good color.
But I wouldn't say that. Yeah, it's a little understated. It's not crazy.
But you know, there's a lot of people like that. You know, there's a lot of people who want to fly under the radar. You know, have the taste for certain things like this, but they don't want to have to, I guess, in a sense, you know, show everybody what they have, because this car, I mean, yeah, it's a Turbo S, but to the layman, Porsche's a Porsche 911 to them. You could tell them what it's a Turbo S, and they don't know what a Turbo S is. Now, anybody who knows anything about cars is going to be like, oh, you got a Turbo S. Okay. That's a different story.
It's turbo in general.
Looking for a good launch place.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe turn around.
Yeah, I'm going to turn around, I think, back.
I wonder if he's got a bad sprinkler.
Yeah. Better get that fixed there, bud. This is where I launched it last time when I was by myself. It was pretty good.
Yeah, you might. But you're going to launch it towards the bicyclist. I was like, they're going to love that.
You son of a bitch.
Put it in drive and all that stuff, right?
Yeah. I think, yeah, Sport Plus, though.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Oh shit! Holy shit! Oh my God! I wasn't ready for that.
I think that's harder than the Taycan.
Oh my God! That was violent.
I think that was harder than the Taycan.
That was violent.
By like a leap.
I was not feeling well while that was happening.
No.
I think there's tears coming out of your eyes right now. I can see them under the sunglasses. You're like,
my breath back.
What happened? I'm scared, Dad. Dude, oh my God, that was out of control.
So people tune these.
Wow.
That was pretty hard.
Zach, you know who I'm talking to. I do not know why you got rid of yours.
Do it again.
Holy, you want to?
Sure. Let's do it again.
I was going to try to save it for video, but I'll save one more. I don't have too many in my head.
You might want to get a little more straight, unless you want to hold it on the
How are
belly.
you going to do it? Maybe we shouldn't do it here.
Yeah.
I was thinking about how aggressive it was.
Yeah, it's a little bit more straight roads probably. Yeah.
Oh,
Because it spun.
A little bit, but it hooked up.
Yeah, it hooked. I don't remember the Taycan Turbo S feeling like that. That's different. It's because
there's noise associated with this too, so it gives you that scary feel too. We'll do it on the way back again.
Yeah, that just shows you how composed the Taycan Turbo S is.
Yeah.
Because it's flat and you're moving forward.
It's unbelievable, like
with zero sound.
Just the technology where you're able to make the car work together with the PDK to launch the system and get everything out of it like that. My Turbo S could never feel like that, ever. Just because it's just the technology's not there to do that.
Yeah, it's true. Bicycler. Gonna go a little bit further for this Legacy Estates construction thing. Okay. Yeah. Ready?
Oh my God, he is ready.
Dude, it's so. I never felt like. Huh.
It is pissed off. Like, that is a pissed off launch, man, and I love it. Wow.
That thing is.
Woo!
From waist to my head.
If you weren't awake, you're freaking. You're freaking awake now.
Yep.
Holy crap. Yeah. Guys, I know that was a little docile ride over here, but after that got turned up to 11 after a couple of those. Woo! Buy this thing. You will not be sorry.
Yeah, 137 well spent.
But like you said earlier, God, this is the 17 Turbo S doing that? What is the other one do? Oh my God.
And we added 60. We figured
we added 70 horsepower.
We figured,
it needed it.
It wasn't enough.
Oh my God. Saying we need to do it because we haven't.
We're doing it.
Yeah, so this thing's party trick is launch control over and over and over again. But I think it's like, that's what brings in that 2.5, 2.70 to 60.
Oh, for sure. That's straight enough.
Yeah. And you don't have to hold all the way in it like after you launch. Like I usually let off at 60. There we go. Oh my God. Yeah, that's violent. Oh. Full disclaimer, we've done like 10 of those, so like that's the last one. Like,
yeah. We had Sarasota stop by and ask us if we were doing okay.
Yeah.
So.
I'm doing just fine. Like, you guys look a little green in the face. Be like, that's launch control, sir. Lots of it. But clearly, I mean, if you haven't known and you're new to the Porsche scene and you're watching this video, the Turbo S is known for its, I guess, monstrous launches. And this is a Turbo S, so clearly...
Yeah, I mean, I don't think any other brand has a Jekyll and Hyde as much as Porsche does.
I would agree with that.
I think this is definitely... It's so cushy. But yeah, when it needs to get down...
Yeah, basically the retract claw thing, like, is really good with this car. Jesus, what are you doing there?
I was just downshift. That's that downshift
Is
I was
it?
telling you about, yeah. It's barely tapping the brakes and then downshift.
This thing can play nice when it wants to, but then it'll melt your face the minute it wants to do that too. Woo. Yeah, don't let this being a 2017 fool you on performance.
Yeah. Right now we have it in drive cushy mode, and it's not bad. I like to give the diversity in there.
This car is no slouch.
No.
So what are some of your favorite things about this Turbo S?
Well, I can't resist an all leather car. I really like. I mean, there's something about having an all leather dash and pretty much leather anywhere you can put it.
I agree.
I like the smells from it.
That's my favorite part, actually, is that it gives you, again, I know I use that boot analogy, but it really does. Leather bag, brand new leather bag smell, you know, if your significant other has one of those, or if you've ever smelt one in a store or whatever, you're always smelling that inside here, and it really does give you a different sense of, I guess, like luxury is the best way, like, because, you know, obviously it's setting off one of your senses, and it's tipping you to, you know, like, we're programmed to be like, man, wow, that's really like,
that's got to be up there. It's got to be nice.
Yeah.
Automatically. I think another thing is you can't get over, like, when you look back, and I mean, other cars have these haunches now, the new 992s, but seeing that inlet.
Yeah, the turbo inlet.
It's
big gaping hole in the hip.
Just knowing you got something a little different.
Yeah, and the active aero on this thing's really cool. It's just a really cool car all the way around. It's just, again, it's the pinnacle. And you don't know enough about Porsche, this is the basic. This is basically all of their efforts and all of their good stuff, all tied into one piece. This is that car.
It's as much as you can go before you go GT car.
Yeah. Well, I just meant even just from a luxury standpoint. This is where speed meets luxury with Porsche. Like the highest luxury you can get and the highest speed you can get, basically make a sandwich here.
Yeah, I mean, they added an old poster that says the fastest you can go without having airline food. And it really makes, it does feel like, I was telling Mike earlier, it feels like you're in either like a first class seat or charter jet. It does feel that way because it has these polished metal touches where
like
it's not leather.
Door handles that extrude. You know, you got polished metal here, in all these places. I never thought about it until you said that, but it does feel very aircraftish in here. You know, with the circular dials, and I know Porsche has always kind of like had that feel.
It's an engineering
feel. An engineering feel, and it's outstanding. I mean, it's amazing. Such a great car.
It is. Glad they make them. That's for sure.
Yeah.
You wonder why, and then you drive one, you go.
After we were like driving around, like I really miss, because obviously like what had happened in the world, we had to take like a break. And we were talking to our dealership contact today about it. It's nice to be back in the saddle. Like, you think, you know, from the outside, if you don't do this, it's hard to forget what it's like. But it is, like, after a few months of not being able to, like, go out and, like, do reviews and test cars and things like that, you kind of get used to the routine of being, like, at home and stuck in the house and not doing fun stuff like this. And I forgot how much, like, I missed this. Like this stuff, you're good. It's green.
Yeah, that's why I found it.
I forgot how much I love driving these cars and like being able to like tell people the feel behind it and what we think about them. It's such a cool thing. And
yeah, it is.
And honestly, like honored that you guys are all watching, and honored that.
Thanks. It could just have no viewers.
Yeah, like honored that we have partnerships with dealerships to bring you guys this stuff and to let you guys see this side of it, what it's like to drive these cars and actually like beat on them, you know, not the kiddie like little review where you're just kind of really super nice to the car. You know, there are cars we have to do that with, which are personally owned cars, which we want to be respectful of. But, you know, at some of these, like, dealer cars that, you know, that are under warranty and that it can be beat on and show people, basically, these are robust. They're made to take it, right? It's not that those other people's cars couldn't take it, but it was almost like a respect factor. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, you're letting me take your baby out. I'm not going to go pummel it.
Yeah, that's true.
So just wanted to be clear with that.
I mean, if you wanted to, like, I was trying to think back to the GT2 RS launch, and it's pretty hard, but I think the difference is, too, that these are comfort seats.
Uh-huh.
And so you sink back a little bit more, so there's a little bit more dynamic in it.
A little bit more jolt.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great place to be. It's a fantastic car. Again, for sale at Suncoast. Buy it.
Yep.
You won't be disappointed.
Even there was an older lady walking as we were doing some rollers, and she was just screaming. I was like, what? So what did she say? And then I finally heard what she said. She's like, buy it. Buy it. Apparently,
yeah, she was watching us do launches. I have never heard anybody buy a Turbo S and say, man, that isn't what I thought it was going to be. I really regret buying that. Those words don't come out of anyone's mouth, buying a Turbo S.
Normally it's, wow, I didn't expect this much out of the car.
Yeah, they're like, man, I should have bought one of these sooner.
Yeah, you have an expectation level, and it's like, well, all of a sudden it's more.
Well, we want to thank you guys for watching. As always, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment. We love engaging with you guys when you comment on the videos. It's awesome. It shows you guys are paying attention.
Yeah.
And we appreciate everything that you guys are doing for us, and just continue to spread the word. We thank you guys. You know, we're at 1,000 now, and we hope to continue to grow. And that's all because of you guys' support. We couldn't do what we're doing without the support from you guys, and we are really, really grateful for your support. And we hope we're bringing you entertaining stuff, and we hope you're enjoying it. And we'll have a great time showing it to you, right?
Yeah, it's been fun.
Yeah. See you guys on the next one.
See ya.